said, you motherfuckers is crazy. I said, I got to talk. I got to tell what I feel. I got to talk about my life as I see it.
And now for our feature presentation.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Life as I See It, the podcast. I'm your host, Jers, aka Life as I See It. Episode 100. We got C in the building, Gert in the building, Rico Key in the building. Make sure that everybody out there is subscribed to our podcast on Apple and on Spotify. If you're doing it on Apple, make sure that y'all leaving your ratings and your comments. Make sure that you are shopping for your candles and your smell goods at luxcollectionllc.com. And make sure you subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Life as I See It podcast. This episode will be available on YouTube. So of course, like we always say, tell a friend to tell a friend. And even before niggas get started, I mean, 100 episodes, like we really dedicated our time 100 times, 100 weeks. I think that deserves another round of applause because you know, that shit ain't no tough feat. I mean, it ain't no small feat.
What episode is this?
It's 100, my nigga. One double O. Got my phone numbers, and man, I got to go. I got to know. Yeah, so shout out to us and shout out to everybody listening. This week, I'm gonna just start with Drake, man. Drake album drop. I heard it. Most people with ears heard some form of it because you can't really avoid Drake. I mean, he's unavoidable. It was interesting.
See, that nigga is avoidable, see?
Well, let's jump right into it. But first, because I know when the shit came out, Gert, me and you was kind of like going back and forth about like different joints that we was hearing or whatnot. So what was your overall take of the album? I know you said you typically don't listen to Drake albums or you never have. So what was your impressions and your thoughts about the album?
So this is the first Drake album I've ever listened to. and that shit was dope. I you know, Drake bag, the singing. I like this. Drake can rap. I think Drake, I say this a lot, that Drake is the most underrated rapper there is. And he gave me what I was looking for from him. A lot of sneak disses. I think he's trying to take over Hove title, Sneak This King. And yeah, word. That's all I got. I don't know. Yeah.
And I don't want to get too deep into this just yet, but as far as the take of, let's just assume that the take of there's a thing between him and Kendrick Lamar. Let's just operate under that assumption.
Okay.
Do you? Hold on.
I got you.
Operating under that assumption, Kendrick Lamar, what do you think Kendrick Lamar would have to do in order to, do you think he have to do a lot to like stand up to this project, to this energy? Do you think he can do, like, what's your thoughts in response to that sentiment?
You said stand up.
I don't think he
like
can
I'm saying
do,
like the music.
The music.
I get what you're saying, but the way you said stand up, like
stand up to it.
Gotta
stand up. Stop being bullied by it.
Yeah.
And they gotta
like
stop
he was
being bullied.
pushed around.
Yeah. I don't think it ain't shit he could do. I don't think he is. That's what I was about to ask you. Is do you still feel like it's a competition between them after hearing this album? I think they do two completely different things. And being that they do two completely different things, I don't think this album means anything to him. I think he's gonna come and deliver what he does. Now we talking about sales, you know, I don't think he's gonna compete sales wise. But as far as a project, I don't think there's nothing that he can do or that he has to do. I think people who care about his shit, I don't think they should even be put into the same fucking box. I don't know why people are putting them in the same box.
I don't know if it's necessarily the same box, but I do believe because they're like the same class and they were doing it around the same time, and they were part of, you remember Nas said hip hop is dead, right? So then a few years later they come, and then it was kind of like a breath of fresh air to some of the older dudes. No, listen. Huh?
Yo, Nas was supposed to get punched in the face when he said that shit.
Why?
What you talking about?
Why was he supposed to get
like, why you gonna, who you to say hip hop is dead? Like, and then
the best nigga. I'm the best nigga here.
Fuck that. That ain't his call.
It only matters what I say. I'm the best nigga.
Exactly. That ain't his call.
No, I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is though, them coming in, most times when you hear people ask older acts like that or legacy acts or dudes that have been doing it for a long time, they always cite the Kendricks, the Coles, the Drakes. Like they always put them there because they came out around the same time. So I think it's not so much a box, it's just a class that they put them in. If you're in the freshman class, you just in the freshman class. Now, whether you smart, could fight, good at sports, whatever, those are different categories, but just the same class is what they do.
But I disagree. Like, so when you say the same class, right? And this is just I know it's not the same class, but well, maybe you could say that. But either way, Beanie Siegel and Kanye West, right? Would you ever put their two names in the same sentence?
No.
So,
not as it pertains to rap. I would put them in the same camp because they're associated with making music together.
Right, but I'm just saying they do two completely different things. I think like comparing Drake and Kendrick is like comparing a quarterback and a running back.
I disagree with that.
Or point guard and a center.
I disagree with that. But when we do NBA classes, right? Because this is good. We do NBA classes, and they say the 96 draft class is one of the best draft classes, if not the best draft class. Then when you list all of the players, all of these players don't play the same position, right? But they all came into the league at the same time, and they all went on to have great careers, Hall of Fame careers. So maybe they are. I mean, if you say quarterback and running back, I mean, again, I'm just making the point of people are just saying that they're in the same class. So even if you want to say that, I guess that could work because it still doesn't not make them in the same class, but it doesn't make them in the same box. And that's what I was saying. They're not. I don't think people put them in the same box.
But they're doing two completely different things.
I agree. But before we go down that rabbit hole too crazy,
but wait, real quick, I just wanted to ask you: do you think it's still that there is a thing between them two after hearing Drake's album?
Yes. I still think that Kendrick Lamar. I still think that he is going to respond in a way that speaks to some of the things that Drake touched on. Whether it was sneak disses at him or whatever the case may be. I think in his way, however he does it, or whether he just outright, I think some of those things will be addressed. So in that perspective, yes. But as far as the type of music that they make, no, because we agree they don't do the same thing. But did you hear the album?
I didn't hear the whole thing because I had a busy weekend, but I heard most of it. The song with Kid Cudi wasn't too bad. I don't know why y'all like hated that.
I never want to hear that song again.
It wasn't that bad to me. But I heard what I guess I needed to hear. I heard the 7 a.m. Everybody was raving about that. It was pretty dope. The song with Ross and Wayne, didn't really like that. And I like him and Ross. I think him and Ross need to do a joint album. I don't like Too Sexy. I really hate that song. And I just wasn't, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. Drake has never really, I'm not saying that he's never really been the person that I just like gravitate to go listen to. Like I'm never like, oh, I gotta go listen to this, because I that's not my type of rap, I guess. But like I said, if he did album with him and Ross, I probably would listen to that because I like it when him and Ross rap, like that Lemon Pepper freestyle. I like it when Drake talks his stuff. I like it when he's Houston Drake and he wants to like make everybody feel like a stripper and he wants to talk his talk like I got more money than you. I'm better than you. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that Drake and I like that Drake in that pocket. So the other Drakes that he has, the Champagne Poppy, the Aubrey, and all that other stuff, or you don't like that person. I don't know if Champagne Poppy is the one that talks trash, but I like, I don't know which one it is. I like the one that talks trash, that's smooth, and that could just say some stuff on the beat for 6 minutes long and I'll rap you.
Let me ask you this. Do you, and I understand what part of, your favorite, I guess, version of Drake or whatever, but like, do you, I don't want to say hold against him the fact that he has so many features, but would you prefer to hear more of him? Do you think if you heard more of just him, you would get more of what you like? Because we know he's still going to add melodies and sing and this, that, and the third, but
I didn't mind the features. Like I like him in Lil Durk too. Like I like certain people I like him with. Like I didn't like him in Lil Baby this time, but I like him in Lil Baby sometimes, I don't mind him doing features with different people. It's just I just like him. Like the last song he did with Lil Baby, that was fire. The one on that 3-piece or whatever. I like him when he raps and he's talking that talk. I like my rappers to talk trash basically, and so and to say what they mean, so I can appreciate a part of his album, but then there's parts of his album that just aren't me. I know these are club records and I know these are records for his core fan base, but they weren't for me, the casual Drake fan that likes to hear him, say what he has to say. And I don't think that Kendrick has to compete with him because there's no competition. They do, like we said, they do two different things. And yeah, I mean, he was saying whatever to whoever. I don't think it was a specific person. If anybody, it was specific to, it was Kanye. Like he basically said what he had to say to Kanye. And if I would say that he was talking to Hov before he would talk to Kendrick. That's what I'm gonna say, because he was just like, nobody is better than like the people that you think are better than me are not better than me. Right? Like I'm number one, basically.
He was talking to everybody. He was talking to Hov. He was talking to Swiss Beats. That was a very specific shot. He was talking to Swiss Beats. He was talking to Chris Brown. He was talking to Chris Brown.
I think he was talking to Breezy.
That nigga said, your shit was doo-doo. No, matter of fact, no, he called it boo-boo. That's even worse. He said your shit was boo-boo. So he's talking to Chris Brown.
But do he want that problem?
Clearly. I think Drake is at a point where it's like, yo, no friends in the industry. Like, look.
Yeah, but I don't think, but you think that was about
He said it. He said it.
Yeah. Right.
He said it. He said deuces, and right after he said deuces, he was like, he said like it was 2009. He said the year. He was like, man, your shit was boo-boo. Yeah, no, he said that. Yes. Also, he was talking the whole, and he was like, it was dope when, obviously I'm paraphrasing, but he was like how, you see people, you got a soft spot for them because they were who you was inspired by, but I'm still that nigga, da 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 da. Like, so he was talking to Hov. But I do think though that he does think it's just him and Hov. I do think that. I think everybody else is irrelevant as far as he's concerned.
Well, because of his accomplishments and what he
because of everything. Because of everything. Because of everything.
Yeah.
The whole full package of everything. And I can't disagree with that. I mean, Drake is and has been the hottest nigga for some time, and not just hot, but like actually dope, actually successful, actually continuously, you know, reaching new levels, this, that, and the third. So, I mean, Drake is that nigga. Like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It is what it is. So,
but that's what they were talking, and not to say that, like, you know, not to say that he was right, but that's kind of what Trae Young was talking about.
yeah, but Trae Young is right to have that opinion. I mean, I disagree with it, but I do think that it is worth a conversation for the sake of whether it's bridging the gap or whether it's just having a conversation between the people who understand it, the youth versus the older. Like, he can potentially, you know, we don't know what the fuck. I mean, Hove is out of there, but Drake,
Trae Young can't say that.
I don't think he should have said it, but I
No, he
understand.
can't.
No. Listen, it's hard for us to say. Trae Young is what, 22?
He was
don't know.
born in 98.
Okay, that's he
Trae
don't know.
That's my point. He can't say that.
But he's
He
speaking
don't
from
have
an
no
ignorant.
Jay-Z.
He's speaking from an ignorance, a certain ignorance that you are. I mean, we can't fault him for not wanting to listen to him because he was more attracted to some other music. He came up in a
No.
different time.
He can't, right? So he don't understand nothing about Jay-Z.
I understand.
He
So his
can't
perspective though, of because what he does know is what I'm assuming, right? We all assume, but what he does know is he knows who Jay-Z is. He knows he's mad successful, got mad bread. He know he's been doing it for a long time. Like, he knows all of these checkpoints. Listen, he knows all of these checkpoints of just Jay-Z and what and who Jay-Z is. He may not be familiar with his music, double entendres, this, that, and the third, impact, all of those things, because he wasn't there.
It's not even being familiar with the music though. It's you can't speak to that time period. You can.
I think that's unfair, Gert. I hear what you're saying, but it's unfair from a younger person who doesn't care.
It is unfair. You don't get the part. You can't do everything, nigga. You can't participate. You can't participate in this conversation.
It's still his opinion, though.
He could have it, but he can't participate. Have you ever heard anybody say it's time for us to start comparing Jay-Z to KRS-One?
No.
You've never heard that. There's a reason why you've never heard that.
But like, it's still
we got to start comparing Jay-Z to Cool G Rap or any of the forefathers. Their place is cemented. There's no comparing to them. Now, we all may like Jay-Z, Nas, whomever better than we like them. But we all understand what they did in their time. And that's it. So it's Trae Young could say, I like Drake better than Jay-Z. That's completely fair. But to say he's past him, you can't say that because you didn't live through that. Like, you didn't live through Reasonable Doubt coming out. You didn't live through any of his shit and experience it in real time.
I guess maybe I'm more so, for the sake of this conversation, inclined to play devil's advocate just because, you know, I understand what you're saying, but the perspective
we all love our generation of rap.
I know, but
never
the difference
said anything about the forefathers.
The difference in generations, though, is we had a certain amount of respect and reverence for our elders and those who came before us because we were raised differently in a different time, in a different world. This new age generation is different because that respect factor is gone, it's lost. So if niggas don't respect shit, then fuck what you talking about from however many years ago and whoever it was. We, like, for example, like
you gotta shut the fuck up.
No,
you shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up.
I feel you, but I think it's a little bit unfair. I think it's a little bit unfair for
life ain't fair.
Yeah.
Nigga, what are we looking for fairness, nigga? It's unfair that fucking slavery happened. That shit wild unfair. This shit happened.
All right. Yo, Key. What did you hear the album?
Nigga want life to be fair.
It's my first time in my life. Yo, I can hear this fan?
Nah, you good.
I bet because it's kind of toasty in this motherfucker. But nah, it's my first time in my life. I ain't really like have time to listen to Drake album. Like, this shit been chaos for my past couple of days, and I ain't really had time to sit down and like really get all that in because I usually listen to shit like this back to back. So I know what he said to what he said, and I can put it back. I caught that. Shit been crazy. Shit been crazy up here for me. So I'm guessing I know I should be having like a major tape, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna really wait till everybody go to school and sit down and really sit down and listen like how I'm supposed to.
Word.
I heard that No Friends though. That shit was fire though. Well, I had time waiting.
About the comparisons to Kanye shit though.
How do we feel? Well, what do you mean? Like
how? So everybody is talking. What I'm seeing is the split between half people liking Kanye shit better, half people liking Drake shit better, and everybody offering up comments on that and just how you feel about that. We do know that they were going at each other, they were competing. So just overall, now that both projects is out, where do all y'all stand? And
you think this is like a friendly game? Or this is like some real shit?
No, it's definitely not a friendly game. And in terms of what do I like better than the other?
Like in friendly, like I mean, like I'm gonna help you, you help me. No, but we just gonna make it seem like something. Nah,
no, I don't think it's that at all. But I do like Drake's album better. I did listen to the Kanye album. I like a few joints off of there. I don't think, some people saying it was a masterpiece, it's no skips. I don't think that at all. But there is some.
You don't think who shit is no skip straight?
Kanye. And I feel like, at this point, I'm not even really looking for Kanye to give me the best album anymore. Like I stopped looking for that from him because he.
Say that again.
So Kanye West having like the best album out, I don't have that expectation of Kanye West music anymore. Like because I haven't been interested in any of the music that's come out over the last few years, and it hasn't made me,
So why he get a pass?
No, it's not a pass. I'm just saying I accept that I'm not nigga, let me at least tell you my fucking opinion. Like I ain't even
I don't like you. I ain't gonna let you do that to yourself. No, I'm not gonna let you do that to yourself.
I'm telling you how
giving that nigga a pass.
I'm not giving him a pass. I'm saying
he a grown ass producer.
Nigga, let me get my shit off, and then you can say how you feel. I'm saying
gonna cut you off.
I'm saying no, I'm gonna hang up on you. Nigga, I'm gonna end your stream, nigga. Oh my God.
All right, well, let me get a drunk uncle.
I'm saying at one point in time, when the Kanye album was coming out, I'm like, yo, this shit is gonna be the greatest shit ever, right? I'll say around the Yeezus album was the first time I was like, nah, that's not the greatest shit ever. It was a couple joints on there, but nah, I really don't fuck with this shit, right? And then after that, we got the Pablo album. The Pablo album was fire to me, right? Then after that, he started wilding, doing all this other shit. The MAGA shit came, the bipolar, the TMZ, all of this shit. And I didn't listen to any of the music, right? Some things I may have heard because somebody was playing it or whatever, but I physically never went in, searched, played it, none of that, right? So we're talking 3-4 years removed from that point. And at that point, when all that shit was going on, I'm like, yeah, I'm not really on Ye. Like I'm off of him. I don't really care about the music anymore. So I'm not looking to him to give me dope shit because I feel like he lost it. I know he still has the skill from a producer's perspective to sonically make the shit sound really good, but the overall package of the beats plus the bars plus the overall song, I'm not looking for that from him anymore. So when hearing this album, it's the first time I was willing to even listen to his music in the last 3 or 4 years, and hearing it, it's like, okay, he's still a producer. He's still giving me some great sounds, but the music still overall isn't what I once thought it would be. So since I haven't been looking for it, I'm not surprised now when it's not that. I'll take what I can get the 3-4 songs I like, whatever, and keep it pushing. That's my take.
So in hindsight, you saying he fell off?
Yes, absolutely.
You remember that conversation we had a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago?
Yes, about producers. Yes,
Parentheses.
producers. I said Kanye West is one of the greatest producers ever. I stand by that.
Don't he produce his own shit?
Yeah.
And you was like, he what? He what top? You say he top 10, top 8, top 5,
No,
top 3?
I said he's
Top
top 5. I said he's top 5 non-negotiable, wherever you want to put him. No, that's fine. But I'm saying
top 1.
Listen. I'm saying you can't have a producer conversation and not put Kanye West in the top 5. He's that great to me. He's that great. Period.
He's still great to you?
As a producer, yes.
I got
the music.
Well,
hold on, Gert. Real
you
quick.
just say he fell off.
The music overall fell off, is what I said. The music. So it's not just the beat.
It's his music.
Yo, but it's not just instrumentals, bro. You're making a song. You're rapping over it. Somebody singing over it. You got a hook. You got a chorus. It's a vibe. It's a bop, whatever. Like, I am a fan of music and good music. So it doesn't matter, no pun intended, with the good music. It doesn't matter. I want to hear a good song. And if you have a collection of good songs, then I'm happy with what I've gotten from you as an artist. If you're not giving me a collection
his
of
golden
songs,
era. So his golden era passed. That's what
yes,
you're saying.
yes.
How much years that been?
I think the peak of Kanye probably might have been Graduation album, which is what, 08, is it? 08 is the peak. And like I said, after that, he gave us some shit, but it wasn't the peak anymore. He's still always been that star, and he's only gotten bigger because he's expanded his brand. So he's still a staple in the culture. He expanded his brand. But I'm talking about the music being fucking lights out, hands down, fire. Nah, it's been some time. It's been some time. But I've never denied that, though. I'm a fan of the producer.
Now I really gotta listen to this shit now, but I heard what you said. Nigga fell off. It's over. So I don't want to hear no more yay.
Whatever, man. Like that. All right,
Yeah,
fine.
yo,
Sure. Like,
you
what?
know them phone conversations. I ain't gonna indulge in the information. You feel me? But you know what's up.
This nigga.
You know what's up, man.
I'm
Nigga top 11.
Hey,
Thank
yo,
you.
so the two
Hold on, dog.
biggest arguments I heard about both projects. One was who carried their features and who features carried them. Some say Drake's features carried him, where Kanye carried his features, or vice versa. And the other big thing I heard was Kanye trying new shit versus Drake following the formula, you know, the hit record, the hit album formula. And
I think Kanye's always done that. Every single album has sounded completely different.
So people
that's in line with who
credit.
he's been.
But people give him credit, even if they don't like the album as much, they credit him for trying stuff, and or vice versa. They take points away from Drake for following the same hit package album formula.
I will probably agree with that, because I think Drake subscribes more so to the, like, he'll have his moment where, all right, when it's Drake time, like, all right, you already know, like, Drake is ringing off for however long. But I think, yeah, he's always kind of in line and step with whatever the culture is doing at the moment. He's just maybe doing it at the highest level, versus a Kanye. I think that's part of the genius of him, because sonically he's always changing the sound. He's always doing
I get that.
Thing. And the style of how he's doing it too.
But I'm saying, in comparison to who had the better album, how all y'all feel about that?
I think I'm gonna slide what I heard.
I agree though. I don't
No, but
I
I'm
don't-
saying, do y'all grade Kanye on a curve because he's trying something new with every album, or do y'all say, nigga, that shit is whack? I don't care if you try something, you got to try it and execute.
I say I
I
don't.
stopped that dark fantasy, bro.
Oh, dark. I'm tripping. So I take that back. Dark Fantasy was the peak because Dark Fantasy is after
Oh
Gravity.
yeah, all right. You know, you backtracking.
I made a mistake. Yeah, Dark Fantasy.
Oh, you made a mistake.
Yeah,
You made a mistake.
See
Dark,
how you judge the shit.
What's that?
Do you think? Oh, you ain't even hear the shit, right?
I ain't hear that shit, yo.
You ain't heard neither one.
No,
Bruh.
I heard
Mook.
You heard
What?
Kanye shit?
no. I heard a certified lover boy. I don't listen to Kanye.
Hey, yo, the funniest shit that I seen about the whole Drake shit, and that's another thing. They were saying they want Drake to talk about more conscious issues. The
He
nigga
might
said,
get canceled.
what you want him to make? At 3 a.m. in Afghanistan?
In Afghanistan.
yeah,
But
because
I
let's
listen to Kanye if he does like another Watch the Throne, probably because I mean Hove is on it. But to just
I don't fuck with it.
just put on a Kanye West album, I haven't done that in years. So yeah, he's kind of with a lot of his antics. Way before the MAGA stuff, it was Jesus. I didn't listen to that because I thought that was blasphemy.
Yeah, I hated that. No, I hated that title.
Yeah, it was a lot that I missed. I think what was the one with Ultralight Beam?
That's Pablo.
That's the last album.
Yeah, Pablo was fire. Pablo was fire.
That's the last Kanye West.
Pablo had like 3 versions though.
It did,
Okay,
but
I
it was
listened to
fire.
the first one, I think.
Pablo was fire.
When that came out, I think that was like 2015 or something.
16. You know if he was buying a bootleg or
So yeah, I'm not really Kanye's like not on my radar because he do a lot of crazy stuff.
What I do want to say is this though, to that point that you made, Gert. So 19 keys. I fuck with 19 keys. 19.
Man, I was about to say that.
Yeah, 19 keys is dope. Like I look to him for a lot
album that's on.
Hold on. Let me give it to you.
19 keys is
I look to him for a lot of crypto knowledge. I look to him for a lot of stock and NFT knowledge. Like he's real educated in the space, and I fuck with him. I think 19 Keys is wilding on the question that he asked, which was, or not even question. He basically was just trying to make a point of, okay, yeah, I'm listening to Certified Lover Boy. I'm listening to it right now, but how come our biggest artists don't focus on more conscious stuff and or how to advance the community? Or I know I'm probably misquoting specifically, but that was the sentiment. Like he wants him to be more responsible with his music. And I'm like, that's not what he's ever given us. That's not who he is as an artist. And we have those artists to get that from when we want that or we need that. I don't think that we should have that in all the way.
I don't understand. I don't mean to cut you, right? But I don't understand that where people want people to make music that they don't make. I don't understand that. When there's niggas that do make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody champions the niggas that make that kind of music. But you want a nigga who don't make that kind of music to me. I don't understand that. That shit is like dumb to me. But I had a debate with somebody about this, right? And I said Drake is of our culture, but he's not of our community. How do y'all feel about that?
I get it. I understand the sentiment because but that's why, you know, when you get like the J. Cole's and the Logics and stuff, and they say like I'm half black or something or whatever, and they make that a point. I really don't listen to Logic or whatever.
J. Cole is half black?
Yeah. So
I never knew that.
Yeah, his mom is white.
Jewish?
No, white.
I don't think she's Jewish. But it's just like he speaks about, you know, police brutality and things that may happen and everything. And people are like, well, you can't really speak on it because you are, you know, light skinned or you're fair skinned or you don't really look.
I don't think that's it. That
But no, this is some people's criticism of
I
it,
got
like
you. Never
especially
knew
with
that.
Logic. Like you don't look black. You could pass for a white man. So Drake, I get what you're saying. He's not, of the culture or whatever. I mean,
No, he is of the culture.
He
He's
is.
part of hip hop culture.
no, not in that. He's a part of hip hop culture, but some challenges that I'm not gonna say that, but like that, but some challenges that a Kendrick may face, Drake's not gonna face those same challenges, and
Right.
that's why.
But I didn't even base that off of his. I'm not
I
saying that
know
off
you're
of his
not
skin
basing it
color.
off of that. I'm basing it off of that. I'm telling you why I feel that way, because that's why certain people who look like that or who feel that rap like that, and they say what they got to say about stuff like that. That's why Little Baby made The Bigger Picture, and that song was a hit because he went through that. So you cannot say that, oh, Drake just raps about having a good time, because that's his life. He's having a good time. He's enjoying himself. And you should not pressure him to make content to where as though it's not that life for him. That would be fake for him. Like he said, I rap everything that I go through. I ain't never lied about what I go through, because he's not. He's going through, he's enjoying life. He's never had these different obstacles. So for you to try to put that on him is kind of like, it wouldn't be authentic. It would be nothing that we want to hear.
But not only as that, Drake grew up in Canada. Canada may not see the same police brutality shit that we do. That's why I said
But
he's
even
of
with
the
that, you have
culture.
internet and you have TV.
Yeah, but it
So
don't
you can see
resonate.
it.
No, but it may not resonate the same, because if you don't have somebody, or for most people, if it's not directly affecting them, then it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Lil Wayne has said a lot of dumb shit about him being on the other side of the fence when it comes to police brutality and shit like that. But Lil Wayne got under Baby at 14 maybe. His life may not have been that. So
may have not been racism, bro. He may not have experienced racism at that level. I get what you're saying.
Right. So I try not to be as critical when I want him speaking out about that, because everybody don't experience it. So if you don't experience it, you kind of think like, why these niggas is wilding. If you don't resist, you won't get shot. Like niggas start saying stupid shit like that.
Even when you talk about, though, like, just as a fan in general, if you're a fan of somebody's music and you follow their journey as an artist, then you already understand their story and what it is that they giving you. Because
I disagree.
I don't, because if
I strongly disagree. That goes for people who listen to the lyrics. Most people don't listen to the lyrics, and that's my argument is.
But
most fans.
But no, but Gert, what I'm saying is this. You know what to expect from certain artists that you listen to. And if you are fans of somebody, let's just use an even number. Let's say you're fans of somebody for 5 years, and you had them, you was on them when they was on their mixtape shit, and then you on them now when they're at the top, they're at the peak of their career, whatever. You followed a journey of their music and their stories through their music. Now, I hear what you're saying in terms of if you're listening to the lyrics, but this is what I'm saying as a real fan of the music is going to listen, because they're going to be singing the songs or rapping the songs along with them. This is their favorite people. This is their soundtracks that they like. So what I'm saying is, if you're a fan of these people and you're listening to the music, you're growing with the artist. So you should already understand the journey that they're on.
I strongly disagree.
Gert, I am a casual Drake fan. Let's just use that, because I don't listen to him like that. I'm not going to go listen to his album like that, but I can see and hear the growth in the lyrics of his music. Like, he used to talk about like his dad or whatever not being around and stuff. I mean, I at least know that like I know certain things about him.
My dad hit me he told me he paying for some cigarettes with some chains.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
His dad never came back. Like, I know certain things like that. So I'm just saying, as a casual fan, if you are a listener of hip hop because I listen. I mean, I
You
go in.
you do. You know how many people loved and sang Mary Jane by Rick James and had no clue what that song was about?
I know, but that's not the person that
That's
I'm saying.
nuts.
That's a casual. You're talking about a cavalier person. If you're talking about a
Who?
casual hip hop lover and they are listening to other hip hop music and hip hop genre, they will listen with that same ear. May not be their cup of tea because he's not my cup of tea all the time, but when I hear him, I can understand what he's talking about. I could just listen because that's what I'm listening with my tune in ears, and that's a casual fan.
I would even challenge that, Gert, because we wasn't around when the shit came out, so it was a different time where they all made music subliminally saying different things, and people of the time knew what he was talking about. We found out later on. We didn't know.
No.
I'm gonna challenge what he's saying because I get what I get that, because some people just listen to the beat and they listen to the music and they don't care what they are dancing to March Madness and they didn't even know that he's saying, oh, this college shooting is tragic or whatever he was saying.
Yo, I never
they didn't even know what
understood
he was saying. They never knew that he was talking about killing, it's all that basic shit. Like they never knew what Future was saying. It was just balling like it's March Madness. That's all they cared about. They don't listen to what he's actually rapping about.
Yes,
Right.
that's my argument.
That shit is weird.
But when you listen with rapper ears or with your ears where you listening to, you take those same ears that you listen to Benny the Butcher with, you bring them to.
But that's my argument is, so I'm in St. Louis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think these motherfuckers listen to none of the lyrics out here. Like if it ain't fucking shooting somebody, or if it ain't turn up, like I don't think they listening. So that's where my argument comes from is I don't think people listen to the lyrics. Now coming from New York, you know what I'm saying? That's all. I don't know how to do anything else. You know what I'm saying? But New York hip hop teaches you entendres, and you have to know.
And I think maybe that's it. Sorry to cut you off, but I think maybe that's an advantage or a privilege that I have that sometimes I forget about because I am from the area where
we are so ignorant.
We assume that everybody else listen to shit the way we do, and it's like
we have a total up north bias to life.
Yo, but the shit is ill. What you want? You can't be mad.
But that's
shit just
I
being
am
ill.
so weak.
There are 3 different states.
But that's my like, you know, even so being in the Midwest, which I never understood, when they go old school, they go West Coast old school.
Only.
You know,
like Dub C?
yeah, word. Dub C and Mac 10.
But
they should have like Dope Died, the Loonies.
But do they have Midwest? Well, I guess they have Midwest old school to go to, but maybe not St. Louis old school to go to.
Midwest swing.
Yeah. So, my thing is like, you know, like when New York rappers and shit, you know, make references to movies and shit, or you know, just any type of pop culture, most people don't get them fucking references. We just assume people do because we do.
I gotta tell you, something. I would tell you know, because this is funny. I had this conversation this weekend.
You know what else? What else is dope though? What else is dope about what you're saying is just your experiences in general. Your experiences help you understand more shit. So like when somebody's rapping about some shit, if you've actually experienced it or you know what they're talking about, it makes it that much doper. I'll attest to that even on some Texas shit. Living in Houston, now I have a better understanding of Texas shit and Louisiana culture. And when I hear certain references of certain things or certain places or whatever, it's like, oh, nah, that's hard. Even when Travis Scott said, that's that Mo City, that side, like on that song with SZA. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have known what Mo City is, but I know that's Missouri City. That's not too far from Houston. Like I get it. Like so, it's certain references. It's like, oh shit, nah, that's hard. So I get what you're saying, but part of our bias though is sometimes
Ignorance, not bias, ignorance. Part of our
It's bias.
ignorance is.
Yeah, it is ignorance and bias.
Well, I guess maybe ignorance is probably better because once we know our shit, we like fuck all that other shit. Like,
Yeah.
and
We feel everybody else should know it. Like, just I once again, this is why I say Drake got to be the most underrated niggas ever, because I believe none of his fans and no, like, just the casual Drake fan, I don't think appreciates that 7 a.m. whatever. I don't think they appreciate that song and how fucking
intricate,
dope that song is. Like,
intricate.
I think, yeah, they just listen to him, and that's just it.
And they saying he can rap, and they might hear some references. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was cool how he did that, but they saying it's cool. And I know words mean things, and I get it, but like I'm talking about a real, true understanding of no. Do you understand that this is layered 3 and 4 times? Do you get it? Do you get the connection? Like that's genius.
The nigga said he was gonna put Kanye on a Gildan. I don't think the casual fan has any fucking clue of what he's talking about.
But that's the Drake I like. That's the Drake I like.
That's my point is like, what percentage of his fan base really understood that fucking song with the references and the
Nigga
shit
said,
that he put in it?
Bad bitches lay on me, trying to get the Earl Grey on me. Like,
but the only thing you
can get on me is who's creeping out or the walk of shame or something like that.
That's the only tea you could get is for the walk of shame.
That's hard, nigga.
Yo, he's
but he said he'll never tell or something like that right after that. I was like, nigga, you told. You said something.
How many fans do you think got that line? Is my argument.
The first time too.
I don't think at all though. I don't think when you go out and you go to the white boy bar that got the Drake song on and everybody is in there dancing to Drake music.
But they're not gonna play that. They're gonna play.
But those are
friends in the industry.
But you sexy like my shirt. They're gonna play that song.
That's my argument though, is those are the ones buying the music. And I don't think they get when he does that.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know who he does it for? He does it for the he does it for the us's of the world.
But he doesn't put that. See, that's what I said. I want that Drake with Ross. I want that whole album because you know he.
See, that's not fair. You just want him to slap Ross around.
That was my question.
Slap Ross around.
Nah. I don't want him to. No, I think that's a better.
Every time he get with Ross, he slaps Ross around.
First of all, that was the last time because he was mad. He was upset, and he just was like, "I'm gonna just go."
But every time. Look at how many songs
he's been upset. He has been upset.
Ross.
He said it.
He just fucking punishes Ross. Like, and Ross is nice.
let me just say this, right? I like him. This is why he does this with his albums, because he knows his fan base. I'm thinking, you know, so he
give everybody something.
Exactly. But I need what I need to listen to a whole piece. I'm gonna need that. Because I can't do the too sexy. I don't really.
Nah, I don't like that song. I don't like that song.
Too sexy.
Yeah, that shit. That shit is super trash. But moving on, right? So I'm about to switch gears totally. So speaking of Texas, they just Texas keep changing the rules. They keep shifting and turning that shit to the world that they want and the world that they think it should be. So they just came out with the strictest I think abortion laws ever, right? That basically totally outlaw abortion. I think it's what, like a $10,000 fine or something like that if you get an abortion in the state of Texas.
You're just gonna go to another state.
But Texas, I ain't even gonna front. I did love living in Texas. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. But it is wide open.
Get the abortion and come back.
Oh, this nigga's stupid. You'll be driving for 7 days. Texas is big as hell.
Go So
Texas
get
big as
that.
hell. But you
It's
know,
not that simple.
but see, you being the woman on the pod, what is your take of all of this?
I'm tired of old white men making rules about women. I do not like the fact that they get to come together and just say, Roe versus Wade, whatever. Forget about that. We could just make our own rules. Some people, I get that I wouldn't condone someone, and I mean, this is just me having an abortion at like 6 months or whatever, because that's a baby. I would say if you were going to do anything, at least give someone up to, 12 weeks or something. But to sit here and have men dictate what a woman can and cannot do is disgusting. And part of the reason that they are allowed to do that is because they are not the ones that are carrying the child. They don't feel like this is affecting them. And so they feel like they can do anything when it comes to a woman. And just like Malcolm X said, the most disrespected person on the face of this earth is a Black woman. And most of the time, those situations affect us. I'm not saying that they don't affect white women, but a lot of the times they affect minorities, So I just feel bad for everyone that lives in Texas. I don't even know why people still stay there sometimes. I would get my ass out if I was Black, because they just don't care about Black people. And I don't respect the fact that it was even passed. I can't even get past that. In the 6 weeks, they said that if you are driving an Uber or a Lyft, if they take you to the abortion clinic and it's past that time, they will also sue the Uber or the Lyft driver. And Uber and Lyft came out with a statement saying that we will pay for all legal fees for our drivers if that happens. So I appreciate that. But I just hate white men that make rules for women. That's all I gotta say. F you and anybody who loves you.
Facts.
Yeah. And there you have it. That's our Texas abortion segment. Definitely. I can't say nothing. So
it's just I don't understand. I understand if this baby is a baby, because they are people, but because you do have premature babies, but I just don't respect I'm going to make this law, because this is something that you have to force.
I got a question, right? So I agree wholeheartedly with everything you said, but not even playing devil's advocate.
Playing white devil advocate, white man.
No, I'm just wondering.
White.
Don't say devil advocate. Say I'm playing white man. Texas white man.
The white devil.
That's the Texas man. Texas man speaking.
White man speaking, not Texas
white man. Yeah, white man. You got to make the distinction. It's important.
Extremely I'm just important. Wondering, do y'all think that this is gonna make people be more responsible, or how do y'all think people gonna act with this? It's
not even about being responsible. Some women get raped.
I get that, but some people abortion for some people is plan B.
I get
we gotta admit that too.
I get that, but some people are also in a predicament to where as though they are like, I can't. What about the 16-year-old who gets pregnant by someone, and they're like, I can't do this because I can't afford to take care of this baby. They literally are just thinking that they can't do it. And all right, let me just tell you, sometimes when you go get the abortion, there are some places that talk you out of it. There are some places where you may go and you may be 5 weeks already, because you go and you don't even know how far along you are. You just know, I missed my period. Hey, that's a month that has gone by of you missing, your menstrual. And then when you get there, they say, oh, we don't have any appointments for the next week or two. So then you're already at 6 weeks. So how does that calculate? You're not even putting women in a decision to where as though they can even make a choice. I'm not talking about the ignorant person who is just doing this and just doing that cavalierly, because ultimately they are broken inside. They already are, you know, dealing with some issues or whatever. But even then, that's still that woman's choice. You know, even if she is just popping them out and doing whatever she has to do, that's her choice to do that. And I think that it's disgusting as a man to tell a woman what she could do with her body. Like you shouldn't even have the authority to do that because you don't go through what that person goes through. Like that's not right.
Word. So kicking it back to music.
Sorry, y'all.
No. That's necessary. That's necessary.
Hey yo, for some reason, when you finish your sentence, "Lean on Me" popped in my mind.
You know what popped in my mind? Too sexy for my shoes.
Somebody singing "Lean on
Yo,
Me."
that song is out of control, yo.
That song is nasty.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Bad baby
Got
oil.
Future singing "Too Sexy." Future is wild, yo.
Yeah.
That
No,
man got
thank you.
87 kids talking about he too sexy. Shut up. Go ahead.
And that's his hit single. Like
That's one
gonna
of
be
them.
played at the club. Watch.
I can't believe it.
that's
Because that's
the summer over. Why you bringing some non-t-shirt shit like that to the radio?
non-t-shirt shit.
Niggas gonna be in the house in the mirror.
Nah, I seen this girl.
I gotta bring out
like,
no shirt, Gert.
she said, "Fuck my baby father." I bet he in the mirror dancing to I'm too sexy for myself. Fuck that nigga, he a deadbeat. I said, damn, it's over.
Nah,
See,
she
I
gotta
don't even-
relax. Nope. I'm not doing it.
She posted that shit before I even know the song was.
Got
I
it.
said, oh, this shit.
Got
He's
it.
a deadbeat.
Fuck that.
Not in Texas.
Versus. Fat Joe.
Yeah, the verses last night.
Fat Joe versus Ja Rule. That's the next verses. I think September 14th. I think it's like a Wednesday or some shit. It's saying live, and it said part 2, but I didn't see it say that it was at Madison Square Garden. Did y'all even know where it's at? Because I don't know if that was clear to me.
Fat Joe ain't going for that shit.
But regardless,
It is.
that's the next
My
verse.
first mind was Ja was gonna smoke Fat Joe, and then when I got to thinking about it,
Yeah, 100%. I got Ja Rule.
when I got to thinking about all the Fat Joe sneaky records, Fat Joe got a lot of sneaky records. He probably got 20 features he can play.
Fat Joe got way more music. That's the advantage.
Yeah, he
for
do.
sure.
But it's the rule, baby.
I think he got records that could match the Rule Baby.
I think he do too. And I was right with you because I was
No, he
like,
does.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, Ja Rule, that's not fair to Joe when I first thought about it. And then I was just like, I don't know.
Yo.
Look, he's definitely gonna be the better MC. He's definitely gonna be the better.
Definitely gonna be the better MC, the better
who's gonna be the better MC?
Fat
Rule the better performer though.
Fat Joe is gonna be the better MC.
I don't know.
Rule performed better than him, bro.
Rule. I think you tripping, Jerz.
Who Ashanti gonna come out with? Because you know they could pull Ashanti, they could both pull J-Lo. They could both. It's just like they got similar things. And then you got to think about Ja Rule did write for a couple of people, so you got that, and then you got Fat Joe's just catalog. So it's a long list of stuff. And if they're in New York,
Ja got shit though. Ja got him holding X.
You say he got him what? Him holding X. Yeah, him. Yeah, he do. That's a good one.
He got about 3 of those too.
Shit out.
But then see,
he got early DMX too.
Yeah, he do.
Ja got early DMX.
And I'm saying, if this is in New York, this resonates. If we're in New York, those type of records are going to resonate.
Yeah,
if
I
you're
wanna
not in New
live
York,
my lifestyle. Never seen the
I don't know if that resonates with people.
And what did that shit ain't there?
That's hard though. That's right. That right there.
I think
my money on Ja Rule, bro.
Who can what they decide to pull from, right? So all of this shit we think they probably won't even play. I know Fat Joe is a hit type of
He
nigga.
has to play lifestyle. He has to.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Good. I don't
That's a
think
fact.
that.
I don't think
100%.
he will though.
He 100%.
But you gotta
he
look.
plays that.
I don't think so. I
He
don't. I
plays
think
that
that he
100%.
would because look at where he was. When Fat Joe said what he said about Jadakiss, and when he was talking about how, not saying that or whatever, both of them, when they looked at that battle of what happened between the Locks and Dipset, you are in New York, so you gotta kind of take it to your street records. New York, like they respect that. Like that's only gonna fly there. I mean, it'll fly over the
But
airwaves.
you gotta know to do that and be comfortable.
Yo, Joe, no,
You gotta
Joe
be
is hip
I think
hop.
it's going to happen.
Joe is
I
hip
think
hop.
it's going to happen.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how often has Joe performed them records? Does Joe know
I
the
just
words
seen-
to
I
them
just
records?
I just seen him do a Tiny Desk.
He probably did it at Summer Jam.
I just seen
Huh?
him do a Tiny Desk concert. You know them shits where they be.
Okay.
I just seen
And-
that a
and
couple
he-
months ago. He did My
did that
Lifestyle.
song?
Yes.
All right. I'm not saying it's whoever
Joe knows,
willing to
and the
dig
fact
in
that
that
Joe
bag.
was
But
the fact that Joe was there, because first of all, Joe's hip hop, so Joe knows. But the fact that he was there and he actually got to soak up that energy and see it live and feel it live, and now it's his turn next. Not just his turn, he has to follow that. Because I was saying, yo, they
Exactly.
shouldn't even do a rap versus next. They should go R&B because let that
Or
shit simmer.
producer.
'Cause- Or comedy or something else. Because that shit was excellent.
Or
That
comedy.
shit was fucking excellent.
We need to
So-
laugh after this.
The bar,
y'all
yeah.
gonna,
The bar
y'all
was
gonna
set.
do,
The bar was set.
y'all
so
gonna do
high.
clap back. We're gonna clap back.
Well,
We're gonna
look.
clap back. Y'all
Listen,
better not do
He
clap
better
back.
not. He better not. And
He
Joe,
better
and I
not
feel
do
like
that.
Joe is the better personality. I know Rule is he know how to command the stage, and he's a good performer. Joe's not animated, but I think his ad libs and his improv, I think all of that adds to his MC ability as well. And I think we're gonna see that on full display. I'm excited.
Yo, quick
about
question.
Y'all
How
gonna
you
feel
think
like
this
hip
verse
hop
came
won?
about?
It came
I feel
about
like
from Just Blaze and Swiss Beats.
You think so?
No, that's a fact. The
hold on.
first shit,
Wait. What was the question that you asked?
how did verses start? It was Just Blaze and Swiss Beats.
Okay, yeah.
No. How did the Ja
It's
Rule
their
versus
start.
Oh,
they? How you think that's?
niggas.
I thought about that New York track because shit got crazy with. But I'm like, that Jadakiss was on that shit, but I don't know. The crowd wilded out more for me with that.
Who's
No,
gonna
they
play that?
lined out when he said
Which one?
what he
Which
said
one of them is
beforehand.
gonna play that?
That's
Both
what I
of them,
want to
that's
know.
gonna be the last song. They
When
sing
they
this
perform
together.
together
I hope
like
not.
Gucci,
Yeah.
they're gonna
But
perform
the only
together.
reason
not.
why that song resonated like that, because to me personally, I like Cam's New York with Hove better.
Right,
But
right.
the only reason why that song won
I
was
don't-
because Cam performed that lackluster performance of New York, and Jada came out and he said, "New York, you know it's me. I really be outside." And then he came with that.
It's the timing. It's the everything.
I don't think-
Yeah,
I don't think Cam
because
I
they had
don't
already
got that
won.
to be better than that.
I do. I like
I
that
don't
song.
got that
I like
to
that
be
song
better than that.
I like
And
it better.
That
never
that
really
song was a smash hit.
You
It
know what though?
was.
But you know what
Shit.
though?
But that's my
You know what it
personal
is, though?
preference. I like
Yeah.
the
I got you.
And I'm not from New York. And I'm not
I
from
don't
New
have
York.
100 guns,
So-
100 clips.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jersey niggas.
Nah.
But that shit set the city on fire. I got 100 guns, 100
I
clips.
don't have that.
Nigga, I'm from nah.
I don't have that.
Yeah. And he was dissing 50.
Yeah.
Nah, that nigga said
It was
And
hard.
he was, y'all
It was
niggas
hard. I
is
was
pussy,
home.
punani, vagina, your mama. Yo. That was a hard diss record though.
Wait, did he come? I know 50 came at Joe after that, but I don't think he ever came at Jada after that for
Yes,
being
he
on that
did.
song.
A
He did?
window
They
shopper.
jumped him.
They
Oh,
came with window shop
You
after
said they
that.
jumped him.
Yeah, they fucked 50 up. They fucked 50 up. 50 was like, nah, I'ma chill.
But he was too strong, and
So you
all
know
y'all had to come together to jump him like that.
Now, Fat Joe, you I will fuck up. That nigga said, "Fuck the locks, man." Joe, you
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He never went at him that hard. Because I remember him going at Joe and like Ross and stuff, but he never did
Styles and they did Problem Child.
I
Can't
remember
really
that.
figure this man out. Where is he from? Jamaica, Queens, Cali, or down south? And I could let an LA gun hit him, but Grape Street already told me that you paying to run with him. They smoked that. After that, he was like, you know what?
I'm done.
Yeah, fuck that, nigga. Joe, you I will fuck up. Nigga changed his whole energy.
Now they best of friends, shouting each other out on birthdays and shit. Look, here's my friend. Happy birthday, 50. Happy birthday.
Nigga said, 50 said, nigga talking about he looking for me. I'm at the office every day in New York City. It's hard to find a nigga you know got a gun.
Now,
it's
50,
hard to find a nigga you know got a gun.
He probably the best, most fun shit talker to be entertained by. Like that nigga is funny as hell.
Cam called 50 Bugs Monkey. I think that's the craziest shit. Bugs Monkey is hilarious.
Hey, T.I. is still trying to get 50 smoke for the verses.
Nah.
They don't want to fuck with 50.
Trick Daddy shit. I think Trick Daddy going versus T.I. I don't know how that shit goes.
Daddy got 1.5 songs.
Why would that even happen? I don't know.
17 times.
Trick Daddy versus T.I.
You could play other songs. Don't do that.
I'm not
Bugs
interested.
Monkey is still the funniest diss I ever heard on the track.
But
that was wild.
I don't know. I just want a producer versus. I'm sick of rappers and stuff like that. So
Twist and Tim done filled that slot and that shit over.
Nah, you bugging.
It's still more stuff to be done.
Yo,
You said what happened?
I want to.
Y'all think hip hop gonna win when Fat Joe?
You said you brought that back.
Hip hop won.
Nah, fuck that. I hate that take.
I mean, New York might win. I don't know. Who knows?
That take is trash.
I think it to be a lot better than I think it's gonna be.
We might just
at first I was like, I'm not watching. That shit is
next week.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be dope.
It'll be all right. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but
Ja Rule, Fat Joe might smoke him. I think Fat Joe might smoke him because just the fact
you don't believe that shit.
Ja Rule's records aging. The niggas gonna do a holla holla, like
all them shits hit.
Holla.
Who's outside?
You said holla holla the first thing that came to my
mind.
It's murder.
Holla. Let me see you shake it.
You know he was hopping out cars running down the street.
Holla.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You was outside.
No, it was popping.
But it wasn't even holla holla. It was wobble wobble. Dag, I don't even know why.
What? You know your shit?
Yeah, that came in my.
Hold on. So, no, holla holla was dope. He might
all the jazz shits was popping, but how you think they age?
Right. I think Joe makes great music, and no matter what, he always came with one or two every album that he dropped. He always
every year. No, every year. Fuck the album. Even when he wasn't putting out albums, he still had
one or two.
He's
always had. Joe has actually been one of the most consistent when it comes to like hits.
His shit came out in like 1989. Flo Joe.
No.
Flo Joe's
really. It's not 89.
It's like 90.
I thought it was like. I thought it was like 91. I
didn't hear from him then. I've heard
and maybe even
Fat Joe was like first nigga with a gun video.
What is it? Don Cartega, whatever the freak.
Cartagena.
Cartagena. Yeah, that's when I heard of him. I didn't hear about that other stuff.
Nah, Flo Joe. You gotta flow, Joe. You gotta flow, Joe.
It's 93.
You gotta.
I never purchased any of that nigga music.
Nah, I heard it before then.
I haven't heard Flo Joe, but that was the first album.
That was the first song.
That was Joe with the army coat and the gun in the video.
Yeah, he was wildin'. He had the Uzi.
Now he had like a little 9.
Said the nigga was really outside, but we're not here for that. But
a lot of people said he wasn't.
Said he
Nah.
wasn't.
I ain't hear nobody say
Yo,
he wasn't.
yo, we not snitching.
Nah,
He
Joe.
already got
I'm
paperwork.
just playing. I'm just playing.
He already got paperwork.
It was at one point in time, Jim Jones and Fat Joe was banned from everywhere in New York.
Like Cass and 6ix9ine type vibes.
No. For fucking people up and everywhere they went. From fighting in all of the clubs in New York. They was live action at one point.
And he do got big pun stuff too. So I mean, I'm gonna go.
No,
with
Fat Joe got some shit.
Joe.
Yeah,
Fat
Joe.
Fat Joe
I think
got some
Joe.
shit.
It's if he play him, if he know when
He
to play
knows
him.
though. I think Fat Joe knows. I think
You
Fat
hope?
Joe.
And I think he
I think he knows. I think he knows.
If Ja gonna be R&B Ja the whole time, it's gonna be interesting.
It is gonna be
It's
interesting.
gonna be interesting.
And hopefully the nigga Ja don't get too fucked up. Because if he get saucy or if he get too wavy, that nigga might not be focused. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would hope niggas,
Ja Rule need the locks deep.
he don't need to be like Nelly. I'll tell you that. Because Nelly was out of pocket. That nigga was sauce. Like, he need to be focused. They need to have a plan going in. And I think Fat Joe's definitely gonna be prepared. And I want to see it. I want to see it. Now I already know y'all said that y'all was already like busy and doing shit, but just to I know I had sent it in the chat, but again, fucking Money Heist is back.
I seen the whole shit.
You seen it? Yo, you know what's crazy is with Money Heist, it threw me off because they split the seasons up. You know, Netflix gives you the whole season all at once, but what they did this time with Money Heist, they gave you the first 5, and then they're gonna finish it. I hated it too. They're gonna finish it in December. I hate that. But Money Heist is still my shit. So for those who didn't know, Money Heist on Netflix. If you've never seen it, check that shit out. It's fire. If you do watch it, it's back. Also, I'm a big Billions fan. Billions is back. Billions.
It's on. It's a new episode.
New episode.
Oh,
nigga. Yeah, that just came back. September is kind of lit for the TV. You got the Wu-Tang shit dropping this week too. I think they dropping the first 3 episodes on maybe like I think the 9th, September 9th, 8th, 9th, something like that. You get the first 3 episodes and then they go to the every week format. So I still hate the every week, but I at least take the first 3. So the Wu-Tang joint is coming back. I haven't seen anything for Ozark. Have y'all seen anything for Ozark? When that's supposed to come back?
No.
Cause
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna watch Ozarks.
Oh, you never seen it?
I watched the first season and then quit for the second season, and ain't watched it since.
You
But
gotta
That's how
get
that
it.
happened.
You have to
I
get the
agree,
second.
Gert.
No,
That's what happened to me.
the second
Yeah.
season is crazy. But wait, you ain't like it like that?
Not the
didn't.
second season.
That was cool.
Yeah, me too.
wasn't
'Cause I watched
must-see
a couple
TV.
episodes and I was like, I mean, not even episodes, like parts of it. And I was like, nah, this ain't interesting. I'm
You
gonna
got
just
it.
go to sleep.
You got it.
Yeah.
Nah, Gert.
Yeah, I started falling
that's the
asleep
show.
on it.
Yeah.
Nah, Gert.
Yeah,
That's the show when he went to the league.
I was like,
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, that was my shit.
It's
I don't
Nah,
feel like
nah,
I'm
nah.
missing nothing.
Nah,
Yeah, I
listen.
And,
Hold on,
and to
Gert.
be honest, I still don't feel like I'm missing nothing.
Me either.
Gert, listen to me. Nah, fuck that. Go back. If you stop, wherever you stop, pick up where you left off. Like,
Yeah, that shit fire,
Remember
bro.
that.
I would
That
have
was
to
a
start
good
from the
nap.
beginning because
Yeah.
it's out of my mind.
well,
I don't even know none
yo,
of the
just take-
characters' names. None
yo,
of the
just
take-
characters
Marty.
stuck with me.
all you gotta do
Marty
is this.
was
Yo, y'all sound like haters.
Hold on.
Nah.
That's all you gotta do, Gert. All you gotta do is just get the fucking recap on episode 1 of season 2, and you'll have everything you need, and then go from there. You'll be good. Nah, the shit get
I'll
crazy.
try.
The shit get crazy.
I'll
Ozark is
try.
fire. Yeah, Ozark is
Hey.
definitely fire.
Hey, we gave it a try, right?
Yo.
It was a good run.
Word. And ain't no other no. I mean, it's obviously.
Hey, y'all believe
Miss-
Kanye West a GD?
All right, bye. I'll see y'all later.
What?
Hey yo,
We're not doing that.
did any of y'all watch the Miss Pat
What's
show?
going on?
I did.
I did.
You know, they just got-
I need a login.
They just got picked up for a second season.
They did.
That's
good.
fire.
I use my I use
I-
my Amazon, but I don't know if you hit the login through my Amazon to use my BT.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I got Amazon, but I don't got BT Plus. So, but somebody got it. I don't know. I'm gonna figure
I
it
know
out.
I got it, but
Yeah, I send you the plug later. You heard?
Or I appreciate you. Shout out to the family. I don't want no friends no more. Not many understand me. That was a ball. That's my shit. I've been on that shit. Like, fuck me.
Hey yo, any of y'all waiting for new music from Fab?
Nah, it's
Y'all
over.
forgot Fab Rap, didn't y'all?
Funeral music.
Why would you even start talking
Hey, yo,
about
why?
like
Hey, yo.
He said the family. It made me think of Fab, and then my second
Oh,
thought was
He
damn.
worried about his
I ain't
still
heard
rap.
enough from
He's
that
still
nigga in a
good.
minute. I like Fab. I'm listening to Summertime
Throw it in
Shootouts.
the bag.
Yo, this nigga is stupid, son.
It's
What's wrong
over,
with
yo.
this nigga, man.
Yeah, niggas just
Yo.
forgot about Fab, right? Like they forgot about Dre.
That's right.
Fab forgot how to dress.
No, we didn't forget.
Oh man, yo.
We just took
Yo,
shots for no reason.
You already know I'm about to pull
I
up the
wasn't.
spot.
I like Fab.
Niggas forgot
Jay,
about that.
my nigga Jay. They want to catch Jay Jackson.
Yeah, niggas. Y'all niggas is stupid, man.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah, these are these are thoughts.
Yo,
Nah,
y'all talked about this shit though. Y'all talked about how Ye did 3K wrong though.
Why do you say Kanye did? All right, so what you're talking about is it was a leaked version of a song that was between Drake. It was Kanye and Andre 3000. It leaked. And why do you say that he did Andre 3000 wrong?
Cause I'm listening to the Andre rap. I'm like, damn, this nigga talking about some shit. Like he locked in, and then you hear Drake, you hear fucking Ye. I'm like, yo, what the fuck Ye talking about? Yo, like, I don't think
talking about Drake. That's what he
yeah,
about.
but it's two different subjects, yo. Like my man talking about his mother in the verse, and then this nigga talk about some other shit. He said he didn't know. Andre said he didn't know about that verse. He had another copy of the song.
He probably
they put out another version to it with a diss on it. So it was like he's like, yo, like I respect all these guys, and they use like he got used as a pawn type shit. Like that shit was foul, bro.
Well, okay, I see that.
And look how long he rapped. Like he pulled him out to do some bullshit like that. That's foul, bro.
I guess. I mean, that's a perspective. I see what you're saying. I just know that he's like crazy like that. Like him in particular is fucking crazy like that. A lot of people do that, but he'll have mad versions of mad shit. We already know. He talking about like that Pablo album. It was like a ever evolving album. He said, I never want this album to be complete. Like, so the nigga's just different. Like, so he'll have 9 versions of one song. Like, I don't know. I just know that I wish it would have been on the album. And it was good to hear stack verse and all of that. I mean, it was cool. I liked it. No, not it was cool. It actually was dope. I like that song.
Hey yo, if Mary J. Blige wasn't from Yonkers, I would swear she was about to pop up with a young mumble rapper. She gonna be dating it.
I thought she was about to date Conway.
Why you think that?
He gave her chain.
All right. Well, I guess that's a relationship nowadays.
Nah. Yeah, I watched the video. That shit was a vibe though. I was like, yeah, that shit was kind of crazy.
It's when the X album was coming out. I know what you're talking about, but nah.
Mary is definitely popping in these streets right now. I don't know if it was because I never followed her, but now that I follow her,
you like
popping out here.
It's a good follow.
Yeah. I still can't get over. She said like she didn't realize who she was until 2016. That was crazy to me. You ain't see her doc?
I did see her doc, but 2016.
Yeah, she said that's when like she realized who she was out here in these streets.
I
That's
forgot.
crazy.
Yeah, I forgot that part. But I did like the doc. The doc was super dope. Doc was super dope.
Yeah, but she looking
Um,
good out here.
word.
Shout out to Yonkers. Nah, I sneak that in every
Yeah,
pod.
yeah. I'm like, as the setup. I kept trying to curve it. I'm like, I don't
I
know.
don't know why you just don't start the pod with it.
I mean,
to make
if
my
you,
job a
if you,
little easier
it,
trying to
it,
find these
talk,
segues.
talking about jobs. I mean, we could have did a whole lot of things, you know. but I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Take a head, dog.
Word. But yeah, man, I don't have nothing else. Do y'all?
Nah.
Oh, football is back. We're gonna get trash week 1 too. Y'all know that, right?
No, we not. We're gonna beat them niggas. Is Dak playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
We good. We're gonna beat them niggas. Them
I don't-
niggas is coming off a high. We good. We're
Brady
gonna get them right the fuck out of here.
Brady gonna disrespect our defense.
I don't think so, dog.
I like our linebackers. Our pass rush is it's been better in the past, but it's our secondary. I don't believe it. I haven't believed in our secondary in mad years. And niggas ain't really play. Nah, I don't see it. Did you watch Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
I
I need
didn't
to watch
see,
it again. I wanted to watch it all the way through.
I didn't see anything. Like I didn't see anything that made me feel better. Nothing.
Dak didn't play. And
Dak didn't
your
play, and I'm not
offense-
even sure that Dak is right for real. I don't think
But your offense can be your defense. And I think healthy Dak, or not even Dak out there throwing the ball, I think our offense is one of the
top.
better
Yeah.
offenses in the league. And that helps our defense out drastically.
I agree, but I
So-
just don't. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure about Dak. That's really why I'm saying what I'm saying, because in my opinion, as a quarterback, first and foremost, you got to get them reps in. That's first and foremost. Second of all, he hasn't played in almost a year at all, and you can't replicate game speed. So you haven't even gotten in a scrimmage type shit. You going against your own team with a red jersey on, where can't nobody touch you. It's not the same. So now you're about to go out there against the defending Super Bowl champs. I don't know. I just don't know. And I think the shoulder injury is worse than whatever they was leading us on to believe initially. And
I tell you what, if that shit is that bad, I bet we get Cam.
I bet we don't. You know why? Because Jerry Jones on some shit like, I want everybody to be 100% vaccinated if you're going to work for me. Basically, you get in line, boy. That vibe. And Cam is I don't want to say anti-vax, but he has spoken out against being forced to take the vaccine. So
I think we have to get him.
I think we should have, but you know who we picked up, right? We picked up the fucking backup quarterback from the Panthers who came from West Virginia. Like, so what? We already got him
up when?
last week, like a day or two after the Cam news. Yeah, so it's no, I don't see it. We should, but nah.
I think our window with that offense is closing soon, and if we don't fucking do something now, it's gonna be over. Zeke maybe got what, 2-3 years tops left.
Three top for dominance. I think probably as far as this year, I think he's gonna have a big year this year.
Yeah, but that we need a quarterback.
That's my point.
That's my point. So if we're not going to get Cam, these other niggas ain't going to get it done. I think they waiting to see week 1, but I think Jerry will go get Cam. I don't think he give a fuck.
Nah, you hope that's wishful thinking. But I support it.
Jerry don't give a fuck.
Jerry is old and washed
And racist.
and
But
racist.
but at the bottom line, he nigga got Pac-Man, though.
And he ain't got a nigga like him since. He's older. He don't care, man. He different. It's different. He's the problem, but I don't even, we did enough Dallas talk. I know niggas done checked out. But yeah, we gonna see. But football's back. My fantasy football teams is looking amazing. I'm about to win in all of the leagues. So everybody who hear me, who's in any of the leagues, yeah, I said it. And yeah, I don't have nothing else. But again, 100th episode. Shout out to y'all, shout out to us for doing this shit for 100 weeks strong. And make sure that everybody out there subscribes to our Patreon at patreon.com/LifeAzISeeIt podcast. This episode will be available on YouTube. Make sure that everybody shops for your candles and your smell goods at luxcollectionllc.com. Make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. And until next time, everything Rico.